Hello, it's Natalie Zangon with my video of the day with my Zichrona Levracha beloved grandmother, Mama Esther picture on the back, and the Ten Commandment. She's was my role model. Her legacy continues to be very dear to my heart, and I continue to have her and feel blessed that I had the opportunity to be with her for the years that I was with her. I wanted to do a video about loving and the concept of enmeshment. So many times we hear about enmeshment from the mother to a child and being excessively enmeshed and no separation, no identity of the self. And what is the concept of enmeshment when there's no I? I'm just living through you, which can lead to codependency in adult life and have you be attracted to very narcissistic, self centered people. And how do we break that? So, one of the biggest lessons that I think it's so important for us to remember also in like we learn it a lot from the Torah also that when we come into this world, one of the biggest message is how do I work on manifesting and becoming the best version of myself? And one of the first things that I have to do to be able to do that is to know who am I, what I represent, what my passion and my excitements are in life, and get to know myself. And to the concept of love, one of the deepest love that I cannot live without you, and you're the most important person in my life. And if you're not there, these are all very codependency messages if you step back and think about it, whether people say that to their children, to their spouse, to their brother, to whoever. The reality is the only energy that this messages should be said to is your higher power. It's godliness. When you get to a point in your life that you realize that ultimately the only thing that you cannot live without is your higher power and the godliness that put the spirituality and the soul inside of you. So in the prayer of Shema Israel, you say the prayer, Hear, O Israel, and I am your God. There's only one God, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, right? And then you say the Baruch Shem Kevod, Leolam Va'ed, and then it starts with saying Ve'ahavta et Hashem bechol levabecha. The only verse that we say that is to come and love God with all your heart, Ve'ahavta, and come and love Hashem with all your heart. What does that mean? That nothing else in the world should have all of our love. The only energy and ability, power in the universe that should have all of our love is God. The power that brought me into this world, it's godliness. It's the energy that God put within me. I am valuable and worth it and important and enough for being me. I am not valuable and important because of what I do, because of what I earn, because of what I look like, because of what I appear like. I need to come to realize that everything and all things around me is replaceable, and my power and my energy and my importance is because of the soul that God has put within me. And my love is totally for God and becoming a better person and a better human being, and knowing that I am valuable and important for being me. There's nobody in the world that should be so important to me, that my love for them is so important that when they are upset, I fall apart. When they have no interest in me, that I fall apart. When they don't look at me, I fall apart. These are all classical cases of codependency, that I am not valuable enough and important enough if you don't notice me, if you don't pay attention to me, if you don't recognize me. And the foundation of it comes from like unhealthy attachment, because if you were brought up in a secure attachment, you would know that, right? But majority of people are not. And a secure attached parent, what is it? The mother holds the child, the mother leaves the room, the mother comes back, the child cries, holds the mom, and continues to play and explore the world. And that's how we are. That's how we need to be with humans. Human contact is, I notice you're there and I continue to do what I need to do. I notice you're there and I continue to do what I need to do. I am not important and valuable because of you noticing me or you paying attention to me. This is a huge problem, and we create very unhealthy relationships when we live our lives like that for ourselves and for the other person. I need to come to a point to realize my worth, my value for the essence of who I am. If I think I'm not happy now because I'm not married, I'm not meaning, like, because I'm not, and then so I get married, then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, why isn't this person meeting all my needs? A spouse, a husband, or a wife was never supposed to be the outlet for all the plugs in your life or everything you need. Then I say I'm not happy because I don't have children. So then I become enmeshed with my children, and my children want to grow up. They want to go to birthdays, they want to go to friends house, they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to read a book, they want to. And if I think my only value is a mother, when they have no time for me, boom, I fall apart again. The kids grow up, the husband has work, the husband has some things he wants to do. When I'm constantly living through other people, when they don't have time for me, I fall apart, and that's not healthy. We need to come to a realization that the only energy that I need to love with all my heart and all my being is God. It's godliness. And when I come to a point of understanding that I don't need anything else other than that, and everything else is just an add on to my life, then I live life very differently. Then I live life very meaningfully. And my beloved grandmother, my mama Nestor, used to say, the most destructive women in the world are women that are not busy. She used to say when a woman has a lot of extra time on her hand, she starts self sabotaging, ruminating, and kind of creating a lot of things. And it applies to men and women. She used to say no man should ever be at home excessive time. Go out, go work, go learn, go to the Beit Knesset, volunteer. Don't don't just waste your time. Use it productively. Even into her old age of 90s, she used to go to my aunt's daycare to be with her, to sit with her whenever she could have, to be around the kids. She said the best gift you could give yourself is be productive and go to bed tired. That's the greatest blessing you could give yourself. So I remember that the only energy and being that you need to love with all your heart is godliness. You have respect and appreciation for everything else in your life. But when you come to realize that the godliness is the only thing that needs to have all of your love, and you need to love yourself for who you are and know I am valuable. When you do the Shema, I think to myself, I am valuable. I am, sorry, because that's what my grandmother used to always say, that you are important for just being you. So the more you tell yourself, I am valuable, I am lovable, and I am worth it, you will sense a whole different experiences, because I am valuable, I am lovable, and I am important because God created me. When you get into that zone, everything else becomes an add-on, and I'm just here to create goodness into the world. May you have a beautiful day full of bracha and hatzlacha.